What's up, everybody? This Eve coming to y'all with another episode of Hit the Sled. Before we get started, hey, subscribe. Hey, follow me. I'm on YouTube. I got a YouTube channel, Hit the Sled. Follow me there. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Follow me. Hit the Sled. Hey, man, we got a lot of things we're going to be doing down the line, so stay with me. It's a lot of things that I got cooking, a lot of things I'm thinking about, a lot of things I'm trying to do, so I appreciate y'all, man. Follow me, Hit the Sled, and as we get started on this week episode of NFL preview of Week 6, we got to talk about a little bit what happened last night with Kansas City against Denver. Pat Mahomes, it was a hard-fought victory. They got the job done. They did what they had to do. You know, it's one of those things where they still trying to find their footing. I'm watching it and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking to myself, it looks like Eric Bieniemy might be missed a little bit in Kansas City. We're gonna see as the season plays out. We're gonna really see how they do. But it's looking like they struggling a little bit offensively. And also, I think finally Tyreek Hill not being there, it's finally catching up with them. Because offensively, it's no big plays. Kelsey is still doing this thing. He has a bum ankle, but he still caught about 9 balls out there. He's doing this thing. But you can't have your tight end be your leading receiver. Or you gotta be your most dynamic player. Either your running back or your receivers. That group has to be the guy. You know, so defensively, they played well, but they ain't saying much going against Russ and them boys, man, for Denver. The thing about Russ, other than this game, he has been playing decent. A lot of, in my opinion, too, is empty calories. They've been down, so he's been throwing the ball a lot, getting yardage, getting stats. But whenever you watch the game, whenever you watch Denver, you just think when it's needed, they don't get it done offensively. So that was something. He didn't play well yesterday. They tried to fight back, but the bugaboo has always been their defense this year. And when they needed to stop, they couldn't get it. Pat was able to drive them right down the field, and they got the win. So credit to Kansas City. They 5-1. So they rolling typical Kansas City stuff, but it's a little different. There's not a lot of free yards out there no more for Kansas City like it was when Tyreek was there. And even last year, and I don't want to say it's Eric Bieniemy, but Eric Bieniemy seems like he's being missed in Kansas City. But we're gonna see as the season progresses. We'll get a fair, honest take on that. As far as this week, the games at 4. Of course, I got to start off with the Commanders against the Falcons. I want to see how the Skins respond to that brutal loss against Chicago. I want to see how they come out. Are they coming out ready to go? Because every game this year, probably other than the Arizona game, it seemed like they didn't have no intensity coming out early in the game. It seemed like they gotta wait till the second half to really get it going. Kansas against the Eagles, they did come out a little better. So they some games they do, some games they don't. So we'll see. But last week after that brutal loss to Chicago, I want to see how they come out. Are they a team coming out with energy, ready to go, ready to play, or are they a team coming out lackadaisical? Like they that team that can just turn it on when they feel like it. So we'll see. I want to see Sam Howell play better. He didn't play poorly last week, but he missed a lot of receivers. He didn't turn the ball over as much, but he missed a lot of receivers that could have changed the course of that game. He missed a lot of receivers, open receivers at that. So it's one of those things where we're going to want to continue to see improvement out of Sam Howell. Steps. Every week he should be taking a step. Every week he should be taking a step, moving forward. Keep climbing the ladder. Keep moving forward. And as of right now, I have not. I don't know. I really don't. I really don't know about Sam Howell as of yet. So he got to keep playing. He really do. He took a lot of hits last week. Last Thursday, he's had 10 days to heal. So he should. The whole team should come back feeling a lot better, ready to go, trying to avenge that loss. So we'll see. We'll definitely see how they come out. But we want to see who between the O line and D line. They got to come out more energized to go. They got to be ready to go. We need more out of Chase. We need more out of Deron Payne. We need more out of John Dowling. We need more out of Montez Sweat. We got to get it from them boys, man. They the engines of the defense. They got to go. They got to go. It's time to go, man. So we're gonna see whether or not they come out in the first half, play a lot better than they did this past Thursday against the Bears, which was it was an inexcusable loss. There's no way they should have lost. They at home, they should have lost to the Bears. No excuse. They shouldn't have did that. So we'll see. I'm hoping they can bounce back. But moving on to the next games of the for the week 6 slate, one of the games I want to look at is the San Fran versus Cleveland. In this game, Deshaun Watson won't play. But besides Deshaun Watson not playing, it's all about the Niners. It's all about the Niners. We want to see how the Niners react, how they come out after that big win against Dallas, against the Cowboys. See how they react. See how they come out. If they're a serious team, they should put away. They should beat Cleveland. This pro football, you don't blow nobody out, but they should come out ready to go. True professionalism and win this game. Cleveland is coming off their bye. That does matter. But Deshaun Watson is not playing, but they should be in position to get this win. They really should. They really should. So I'm going to be watching that game to see. This game right here, in my opinion, is going to tell us a lot more about the Niners than what we know now. Because if the Niners come out and they play well, they playing clean football, and they dominate, they beat Cleveland, they don't have to beat them out 15, 10, 20 points. No. But if they come out, they play clean football, they into it, no penalties, not doing stupid stuff, they locked in. They playing for a bigger goal. So if you watching this tape and you're a Niner fan and you see that they're not getting penalties, they playing crisp, everything's on point, running the ball, throwing the ball, Brock Purdy, people not dropping balls, they ready to go. They gonna be a serious team. Next game I'm gonna talk about Detroit against Tampa Bay. Hey, let me tell y'all something. Detroit is for real. Detroit 4-1. Detroit for real. Man, when you look at the lines, if you keep thinking the lines are the same lines from all them years ago, you're sadly mistaken. The lines are for real. The lines is here. People got to understand about Detroit. Detroit is young at a lot of positions. They're talented and young, but they're not young at the quarterback, the most important position, which is the quarterback position. Jared Goff, he's a young guy, but he's experienced a lot. If that makes sense to you. He's a young guy, but he has experienced a lot in his young career. Jared Goff has taken the team to a Super Bowl. Yes, granted, he did not play well in that Super Bowl, but he's taking the team. He was a quarterback. They went with the Rams. They went to New Orleans. New Orleans was rolling at that time. Sean Payton and them, Drew Brees and them, they were rolling. And the Rams went in there and beat them peoples. Yeah, it was a controversial pass interference that wasn't called, but the Rams took that game. And Jared Goff was a quarterback. And Jared Goff played well that game. Man, Detroit, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If you sat back last year and you watched Hard Knocks last year with Detroit, you would have saw it coming. if you were paying attention. Detroit is a hard-nosed team. They play physical. Their coach is physical. He demands you to be physical. He demands physicality. He makes no excuses. They trying to bite people kneecaps off. That's what he said. That's what Dan Campbell said. They trying to bite kneecaps off. He's the real deal, man. The team is morphing into the personality of their coach. Dan Campbell has them boys ready to play every week. They already went to Kansas City and beat them people. And I don't want to hear about Travis Kelce not being out there. That ain't their concern. Them people there on that field, man, was Pat Mahomes out there? Yes, he was. And Detroit went in there and beat them peoples. Opening night of the year. Mike Tirico talking about it's an asterisk. Might consider it an asterisk. No. Detroit beat them peoples. They won the game. But if you watch Hard Knocks, or go back and watch Hard Knocks with Detroit, you'll get an idea as to what's going on right now in Detroit. Detroit the real deal, y'all. Detroit the real deal. They just stacking wins. It's gonna be Thanksgiving. We're gonna look up. Detroit might be like about 9-2. Or 10-1. And you looking around like, how did this happen? Hey, let me tell y'all something, man. Detroit is for real. No mistakes about it. Detroit for real. And they played Tampa. They played Tampa at Tampa. It's gonna be an interesting game to see how they come out, how they play. You know, we're gonna see. Surprisingly, Tampa's playing well right now, so we're gonna see about Tampa. But next game I circled to end this episode is the Patriots against the Raiders. I don't know if y'all know this, man, but the Patriots are 1-4. They could be easily 1-5 after this week. Think about that. The New England Patriots for 20 years won everything. 6 Super Bowls. Bill Belichick right now is 1-4 and could be easily 1-5. That's a wowzer. So I'm gonna be looking at that one too. The last game, in my opinion, is a sneaky game. Seattle versus Cincinnati. And the reason why I picked this game is because of Joe Burrow. Last week was the first time against the Cardinals that we actually saw Joe Burrow look like Joe Burrow. Now, the reason why I make a style on this game is because I want to see whether or not Joe Burrow can keep that going. If he does, that means he's feeling real healthy, which means that the old Joe Burrow is coming back. That's what that means. That means the old Joe Burrow is coming back. And if the old Joe Burrow is coming back, that means Cincinnati's going to be rolling again. So I'm going to be watching that game. Seattle goes to Cincinnati. And Geno, Geno's playing decent. He's playing good enough for Seattle. I believe Seattle's 3-1. 3-1 this week. So we'll see. We'll see how they slowly chugging along too. So it's a good barometer to see where the Bengals at, see where Joe Burrow at. But thank you, y'all, for watching me. Hit the sled. Hey, subscribe. I'm on YouTube. I got my YouTube channel. Hit the sled. I'm on Twitter. Hit the sled. I'm on Facebook. Hit the sled. I'm on Instagram. Hit the sled. Hey, I'm everywhere. Hit the sled. Got more things coming down the line. But I appreciate everybody that supported me. Spread the word around. I appreciate y'all. Hit the sled. Thank you.